Hey, Saurubh, thanks for joining today in this out of scope recording. No, we're not recording a whole podcast, but I just thought it was really important for us to just quickly
Mm.
jump on and have a conversation. There is a hell of a lot in the media right now. I'm a little bit lost for words, but what are your thoughts?
It's good to put something on record. We've discussed emotional well-being for educators. We've discussed philosophies on our podcast. We've discussed children well-being. So this is an important time in our society that we need to say something about that. What happened is bad. It sickens me. It's not good. And I think child protection is everybody's job. However, the way it is being seen now, it feels
Mm,
to me, and I'm not speaking for everyone, but I'm concerned with the way we are trying to solve it though. Although it's
mm,
bad, but if child protection is what you and I want, and we all want, yeah,
yes.
if that is what we want, we need help of every educator,
Mm,
regardless of gender. We cannot approach this important issue with a discriminated lens. It is not going to give us the outcome that we are looking for. And I appreciate why some want to take these strict actions of banning male educators in some form or from some certain duties.
mm,
And it may be a band-aid thing, or maybe a thing that we want to show to the society that we are doing something, because there's a rage, there's anger. As a society, the emotion, there's no calmness when it comes to emotions right now.
mm,
But in a long term, I don't think that is the solution. If
mm,
child protection is our main goal, then
mm.
we need help from every educator, not from only a certain type of educators belonging to a certain gender. I think that will create discrimination, and there are other societal issues which can come from it. In order to
Mm.
solve one, we can't raise the other. What do you think? And I know that it's not a good topic to talk about, but what do you think about it, Helen?
Look, it's been a heavy week and a half. I want to acknowledge that for a lot of people in our sector. I think no one should ever doubt that every educator whose intentions are just to provide the highest quality, safest place for caring for these children are absolutely devastated that this has happened. And I want to make sure that anyone listening to what we're saying right now knows that really at the center of this, we hold those children because there's no other way. It's disgusting, it's horrible. Those children should have never had those experiences, and those children are in my thoughts.
Mm,
Those parents, that community that those families and children are in, they shouldn't have to deal with this. It's not okay.
yeah.
But my concern is over the years, I've worked with some of the most amazing male educators, and we have seen that I think one organisation has or are going to ban male
Okay.
educators, and I don't think that's the answer. Um, I also have some concerns that we've seen this happen before. We've seen the sensationalism in the media. We've seen lots of people go, how can this happen? But I really want to make sure that after that energy dies out, that we are not stopping, that we are going to take measures to move forward to work out what mechanisms and systems need to be put in place or
Mm,
changed to make sure these children are as safe as they possibly
mm.
can be.
So what I'm hearing is the action that we are taking, although there is reasons behind it, and as I said earlier, I see why some may think this is the solution, and how you and I think there is not going to be the solution. However, when it all dials down, what are the actions that we are going to take is more important conversation to dwell in, because this
Mm,
can't be ignored anymore. This is
no.
so important. And I want to just say from the We Belong Nation team, for those who are affected and the parents
Mm,
and the educators
mm,
in that service, I'm so sorry that this has happened. And a wider community, we all, Australia and overseas, my parents know about this back in India.
mm,
They are aware of
mm.
it.
Wow.
And for how it is going to affect others for the coming months and years.
Mm,
And I think as a society, when we take an action, we also are responsible for how that action is going to be seen, not just for this event, but for the event that are going to manifest in the future. And also, I want to put this on the record too, like, people, those who are working with male educators for a bit, check on them, see
mm,
how they're feeling, and if sometimes they may not open up because they might be going through their own thought process at the moment, but check on them today and then check on them tomorrow again. Just one more time, if child protection is what we want to do, and that is what we want to do, and I know that we want to do that, we cannot put a discriminated lens and look at this. We have to, as you said, holistically look at what happened and how can we address that in a long term.